Hi, I'm Lauren Fox.
And I'm Greg Otto.
Today we're going to be talking about Richard Nixon, as it would be his 100th birthday if he were alive today. What are some things, Greg, that we may not know about Richard Nixon?
Well, interesting enough, when Nixon was a officer in the Navy in World War II, he actually got into poker, and not just like the $25, $50 games that everybody in America has been playing for a long time. He was known to play high stakes poker. He got bored once he was on ships in the Pacific and ended up gambling $6,000-$7,000 a game and actually winning. He became a pretty good player during his stint in the Navy and actually used that money to fund his run for Congress when he did turn to politics later on in life.
I know that he was also an avid bowler. Can you tell me anything about that?
Once he was in the White House, he was the president responsible for putting the bowling alley in the basement of the White House. Now, there is that famous photo that we have all seen of Nixon kind of extending out bowling, and he was known to keep score a lot, play with cabinet members, and it was really one of his pastimes, kind of like the same way we see our current president, President Obama, play basketball. He was friends with Washington Redskins then head coach George Allen. There was a play, in fact, it's known, this is very widely known, called the Nixon play, where a play that Nixon drew up was inserted into a game for the Redskins, and the play actually was an abject failure altogether, and sports writers had a field day with it in Washington, saying that George was a lot more successful as Redskins head coach if he would only ignore his friend Richard Nixon. But Nixon was an extremely big football fan.
For more fun facts about Nixon, you can check us out at usnews.com, and for more news you can use, check us out on Twitter or Facebook.